I'm a GMAT instructor with the Princeton Review, and this is a video about what to expect on test day when you go in to write your GMAT. So first things first, test day really kind of starts the night before, which means part of your expectations for test day should be expecting to get a good night's sleep. You want to make sure you're rested, you're relaxed, and when you wake up the morning of your test, you feel as pumped and prepared as you can be. Make sure that when you're heading out to the test, you budget yourself time so that you can arrive there 45 minutes early. That way, if there is any bad traffic or anything unforeseen comes up, you have a little bit of a window of extra time. If you get there late, if you get there more than 15 minutes past your scheduled test start time, they can turn you away and you lose your test fee and you've got to book it over and start from scratch. So better to be there early than to cut it close. Make sure to bring proper ID with you. If you are Canadian, you cannot bring a health card, but a passport, a driver's license, anything like that works. And do go in expecting intense security. I always warn my students that you should go in knowing you're going to be treated a little bit like a criminal. They're going to photograph you. They're going to take a scan of your hand. It's very intense security. So know that and prepare for that going in. Test study materials aren't allowed anywhere in the building, in the test center, so don't even think about bringing them with you. Leave them at home, otherwise they might force you to throw them out on your way in. You will have a locker that you can check your belongings into during the test, and you can access it during your breaks. So I'd recommend bringing a light snack, a bottle of water, and that way you have it waiting for you on your breaks. But you can't bring any personal items into the actual test room with you. I had a student who used to grind his teeth, and he asked if he could bring in a toothpick, and he was told no. They obviously have this very intense security. I'm not sure how you could cheat off of a toothpick, but no toothpicks allowed. You can't access your cell phone at any time, not even during your breaks, which for most of us is an extreme hardship. So again, know that going in. You will have optional breaks at 2 points during the test. Take your breaks. Sometimes people feel like there's some glory in powering through, but there isn't. You're just going to end up more tired and maybe really having to go to the bathroom by the end of it. So do take your breaks, but be conscious of the time as you're doing it, because if you exceed your break time, the test will reduce the time accordingly on your next section. So you can't just take an extra 5 minutes and the test won't notice. The test sees all. For the full test, it should run about 3.5 hours, but budget yourself at least 4 hours for being at the test center, because sometimes signing in and things can take a little bit of extra time. So don't make any plans for immediately after the end of the test. Once you get to the end of the test, you will have 2 minutes in which to make a very important decision. At the end of the test, your scores will pop up for the math, the verbal, and the integrated reasoning. And you will have 2 minutes in which to decide whether to cancel or keep your scores. So you're making an informed decision at that point. The only thing you don't know about yet is your essay. If you do nothing and you just wait out that 2 minutes, the default setting is that the test will cancel your scores. If that happens by accident, or if you change your mind about a canceled score, you can pay $100 US and within 60 days get that score reinstated. But what I would encourage you to do is to go into your test with a target score in mind. And you say, anything above this score I'm happy with, I'm going to keep. Anything below that score I'm going to cancel. There's no record of it, the schools can't see it, but it's a thing you should do to be prepared for test day, because that will be the final part of your test taking experience.